Welcome back, Alaska, to a special sports broadcast brought to you by Jalijah Bennett. Big game coming up for the East High T-Birds. They play their 38-year-long rivalry team, the Bartlett Bears, this weekend, in order to land a spot in the playoffs. But that's not all that they are playing for. They are also playing for the East High Boot, a trophy in honor of aunooalii, a fallen East High football player who died in a tragic car accident in the summers of 2002. Now, to learn a little more about the boot, our team gave an inspiring interview of Osa Altafale Jr., describing the death of his long-lost cousin. What is the boot about?
The boot is basically about aunooalii, filoialii. He's my cousin. He died in a car accident a few years ago when he was going out with his friend to get pizza. And at the turning point when their car turned, our drunk driver crashed into him. And he was a really good football player from East High. And basically a lot of his friends from East and Bartlett came together and decided to do something in memory of him, so they came up with the boot.
And how are you related to him?
I'm related to him because his mom is my grandpa's sister. Yep.
Aunooalii will be missed. In other news, our team gave an in-depth look at the East High pregame speech, an inspiring speech given by the East High head coach Jeff Trotter and team player Kona Powell, followed by a team prayer.
Okay, so heads on straight, no mental errors tonight. That's what I want. Just have some fun. They deserve it. We've been talking too much mess about last year and now this year because it's C team and JV. We are not the freaking C and JV. I don't give a shit about those teams. Go out there and whoop their it's all physical then like get done. Anybody got anything?
Have fun while you're doing it. Don't do lots.
Hey, big thing also. Hey, big night for Osa. Okay? This is about family. We've been talking family all year. Well, this is about family. Okay? It doesn't get deeper than this. Some of you can relate this year. Everyone's had a hard couple years. Got it? So this is for family tonight. What you got?
Hey, seniors, this is it. Well, listen to me. Bartlett's not going to be in the playoffs. This is our last chance for We are not losing this year. I don't get to play this game. Jeremiah's not going to play this game. Juniors, you got another year. But that doesn't matter. You play like this is your last year. I do not want to lose this. I want to give up the rest of the season. I don't care. Just to play one more time for the boot. I mean, you guys understand. Seniors understand how big this game is. Family. This is all that this is. This is family. This is us. This is our time. Bartlett's not good. They're not. They are nothing compared to every single one of you. You can out-physical them. You can out-power and speed them. The only thing that we've ever had a problem is mental. And you know what? This year, we're in check. We're going to lock them down. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to us.
Go, boy.
All right, let's get it, baby.
Yeah, baby. Give us your wisdom that we may go into this battle knowing that we may come out winning. Please protect everybody. I just want to say the things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Family, come on, baby. You got this.
Let's go. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight.
Hey, this is all family.
Everybody's helmets up. I want to see everybody's helmets up. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go with this game right here.
Hey, family on me. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
The game was an amazing spectacle to watch, with the East High T-Birds on top with 33 points over Bartlett's 6. East High cranked out 3 touchdowns in the first 8 minutes of the game, followed by 2 more touchdowns in the second half, until Bartlett made the final score in the last 3 minutes of the game. Up next, we have a special interview from the Bartlett head coach, John Jessen. But first, we have a special presentation brought to you by the East High football team, a Samoan haka, or war chant in layman's terms. This was made in celebration of the win over Bartlett, and in honor of Anu. How long was this rivalry going on?
Years.
Years?
And your dad and Jalijah know it too. It's gone on for years. And what happened was initially, I think it was supposed to be Bartlett and West were supposed to have a rivalry, but and East and West were, but it became East and Bartlett because we're just so close to each other. And so, ever since I got up here, it's been a rivalry. But then sometimes it's not a rivalry because one team's really good and the other team's not. But still, when they get on the field, the cool thing about the rivalry is it's real fierce and people think it's going to be real nasty, but it seems like after the game, it's always friendly. And I think it's because the kids mix up in junior high and stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, so how big was this game for you?
When I used to coach in it?
Yeah.
It was huge. I always tried to find out when we were going to play East, and always wanted to beat them. And the first year I ever coached, I coached at East, and I kind of had a dream of coaching at East. And then it turned out I ended up being the coach at Bartlett. And so, I always wanted to beat East, and I always thought we were going to beat East, and we always hated East and wanted to play them. But then after the game, I always felt an affection for them, and I've always enjoyed the coaches from East, like the guys that I coached against, Coach Stackman and Coach Middleton, and then Coach Trotter played for me and coached with me at Bartlett. So,
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, man.
Coach Jessen talked to me after the interview to discuss what an inspiration Anu was, even though he had coached for the other team. He said that Anu worked harder than any other player, making tackles across the field, and he always played to the whistle. Coach Jessen went on to say that Anu always had a smile on his face and was the most polite defensive lineman he has ever met. In conclusion, Anu would have gotten several scholarships to Birmingham Young University as a starting defensive lineman. He will be missed on and off the field by all of his friends and family on both sides of the teams, Bartlett and East. Thank you, and good night.
This has been the Beast Bennett Productions, brought to you by Jalijah Bennett, slot receiver for the East High varsity football team, September 14th, 2012.